Welcome, future math heroes. Today, we are going to dive into the world of really big numbers and solve a very delicious and spiky problem. So get ready to power up those brains.
All right, let's get right into it. Meet Puan Zainab. So her durian stall is a massive success. I mean, it's so popular, she's kind of getting lost in all these huge numbers. And that's where you come in. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to use your awesome math powers and help her figure it all out.
Okay, so before we can jump in and tackle those big numbers, we've got to unlock our first power tool. It's called place value. And think of it like a secret decoder ring for numbers. It tells you exactly what every single digit really means.
Whoa, now that is a big number. Puan Zainab sold 263,418 durians. That looks super complicated, right? But I promise you, it's not. Every single digit in there, the 2, the 6, the 3, each one has its own special spot, its own special job. And that job tells us its value, all the way from ones up to 100,000s.
So here's where the magic happens. We can actually break this number apart or partition it. This chart shows it perfectly. That big number is really just 200,000s plus 6 10,000s, 3 thousands, 4 hundreds, 1 10, and 8 ones, all put together. Each piece has its own specific value.
And check this out. When you add all those individual values back together, boom, you get the original number right back. It's that simple. And that, my friends, is exactly how place value works. Just like that, you've unlocked your very first power tool. Awesome job. Okay, so we can now read big numbers. Let's unlock our next power tool. You know, with so many durians being sold, Puan Zainab doesn't always need the exact perfect number. Sometimes she just needs a quick estimate. And for that, it's time to unlock the power of rounding off. And this is the whole point. We round numbers to get a simpler estimated result. It gives us a number that's about right, but way easier to use in your head. It's like, instead of saying you have 9 ringgit and 85 cent, you just say you have about 10 ringgit. See? Much simpler. So how does it work? Well, there are a few simple steps. You find the place you're rounding to, and then you just peek at the digit right next to it, on the right. And here's the simple rule. If that neighbor is 4 or less, the digit stays the same. But if it's 5 or more, you add 1 and round it up. And then everything after it just turns to zeros. It's all about that one little neighbor digit. It has all the power.
And here's a super cool way to think about it. We call it the hill method. Imagine a hill. The number 5 is right at the top. If the neighbor digit is 4 or less, the number isn't strong enough to get over the top, so it rolls back down. But if the digit is 5 or more, it has enough power to get pushed right over the hill to the next biggest value. So a number ending in 2 rolls back, but a number ending in 9 gets that push over the top. Makes sense, right?
All right, you're doing great. Time for a quick little side quest. Puan Zainab has this cool idea for a prime number discount day. She wants to give a discount to, say, the 7th customer, or the 11th, or the 13th. But what exactly is a prime number? Okay, so here's the deal. A prime number is kind of like a superstar in the world of numbers. Why? Because it's a whole number, bigger than 1, that can only be divided by 2 things. The number 1 and itself. That's it. No other factors. They're super special and actually really important for stuff like creating secret codes.
Let's look at some examples between 1 and 20. You've got 2, 3, 5, 7. Take a number like 17. Can you divide it evenly by 2? Nope. What about 3 or 4? No way. Only by 1 and 17. But then you have a number like, say, 6. Well, you can divide that by 1, 2, 3, and 6. See? It has too many factors, so it's not prime.
All right, time for a quick test. What do you think? Is 19 a prime number? Give it a thought. Can you divide it by anything other than 1 and 19? Nope. So yes, it absolutely is a prime number. Awesome. Side quest complete.
You guys are on fire. You've got your power tools unlocked, you crushed the side quest, so now it is time for the final challenge. We're going to help Puan Zainab with her daily money math by unleashing the powers of the 4 basic operations.
First up, we've got a multiplication problem. Puan Zainab sells 17,350 durians every single month. She wants to know how many she sells in 3 months. Now, we could add that number together 3 times, but that's the slow way. A true math hero knows a shortcut. We're going to multiply.
And when we do that, we get our answer, which is called the product. and it is 52,050 durians. Wow, that's a lot of durians. You see how you just used multiplication to solve a really big problem in just a few seconds? Amazing.
Okay, next challenge. Let's switch gears to subtraction. Last year, a ton of kids and adults visited the stall. Puan Zainab wants to know the difference. And that word difference is a clue. It's a signal that we need to subtract the smaller number from the bigger one.
And so we do the subtraction, and the difference is 55,712. That means there were that many more children than adults. Boom, subtraction power unlocked. You are just flying through these challenges. Nothing can stop you now.
And you did it! Mission accomplished. Seriously, thanks to you and your amazing math brain, Puan Zainab's durian business is all sorted out and running smoothly. Let's just quickly recap all the incredible powers you've mastered today. Just look at your new Math Hero toolkit. You can decode numbers using place value. You can estimate like a pro with rounding off. You can spot those special prime numbers. And you can calculate anything with the basic operations. You've totally proved that math isn't just boring stuff in a textbook. It's everywhere, in every durian stall, in every shop. It's all around us.
And hey, look at this, a message from Puan Zainab herself. She is so happy and so proud of all your hard work. You really made a huge difference for her today. So, here's the final thought. Now that you're a math hero, what real-world challenge are you going to solve next? Your math journey is really just beginning. Think of today as your hero training. So keep your eyes peeled for all the numbers out there in the real world, because they're all just waiting for a hero, just like you, to come along and solve their next big challenge.